Welcome to the show today, Allowed to Talk. And today I want to talk about upper and lower GI scopes. Now, I went yesterday morning. I did the prep with the Gatorade or Powerade. I chose Powerade because it's a little less expensive, Powerade. But the sugar-free Powerade, the blue, was like mixed berry flavor. And I added the things they said I needed to add. And I have it here on a piece of paper. I'm going to show or say what they said. I needed, before I started, 4 Dulcolax laxative tablets, 4 simethicone, which are Gas-X, 8.4-ounce bottle of Miralax. And then I had 64 ounces of the Powerade. Now, the first 8 ounces of that Powerade mixed with the Miralax, I keep forgetting Miralax, went down pretty good. Then later when I had to do the other 4, it took like a while. And I didn't think I was going to make it, but I made it just in time within the hour and a half of the last 4 glasses that I was going to the bathroom, and it looked just like the blue Powerade or Gatorade, you want to say. And that's like, well, that did a good job, you know? And then with the procedure, I want to commend them a lot. I want to say it in the title too. In Birmingham, Alabama, the Birmingham Gastrohealth, they're called Alabama Digestive Health and Endoscopy Center, ADHEC, were excellent. They are pros at this. They had me in and out of there. I think I was out by 9:30, and my procedure was at 7, and I was put under. I didn't know a thing when the one man said to me, the guy said to me, take a deep breath through your nose. After they did the propofol, I think it was propofol he said he was using. I woke up in the recovery room after that deep breath. And yes, it was probably an hour and a half or so, because I had the upper GI, the endoscopy through the esophagus and into my stomach, and then I had the lower GI, which is a colonoscopy, and they were wonderful. Cindy and Anthony, the nurses that checked my weight and asked me all the questions and got me prepped, put a warm blanket over me and asked questions and just kept my mind off of the procedure. And then in the procedure room, I don't remember all the doctors or the nurses and people that were in there. The guy that was doing the, they didn't say it was anesthesia. It was something else, and I can't remember what he was as far as his title, but his name was Wes. Thank you, Wes. Such a wonderful job of doing everything, getting it done fast. I wasn't even nervous for 1 second in the room with them. The nurse was Ashley, and then there was another gentleman, the one that said take your deep breath through your nose, and then I was out, and I was having all kinds of dreams while that happened. That propofol, I didn't even have any stomach pain after it. And the doctor was Dr. Barranco. He was just a wonderful man. He came in and said, how are you doing and what's going on? And he said, okay, we're ready for this. And then Wes did the propofol, and the gentleman on the other side, he was the one, his name was one word too, but I can't remember what it was. I don't know why. But, well, I can't remember everything because I asked them, do I have to remember all your names? They said, oh, no, you don't. But I try to be personal. And before the procedure, when I went into the room, first they prepped me out in like a hallway and put a curtain around me then until they took me in. It was only like 10 minutes that I waited after they weighed me and did all the questions and put a blanket on me, made me get ready in the gown. You know, that fun gown that opens in the back. Most of us that are over the age of 50 know about that. Or if you had any surgeries or anything in the hospital, like if you had C-sections, cesarean sections, you know, having babies, or just like I did, I had a miscarriage when I was 20. My husband and I were expecting a baby, and I had a miscarriage when I was about 4 months, 3-4 months pregnant, and then a D&C. I don't know what that D&C stands for, but that was a major surgery. They put me under anesthesia then, and I woke up really sick. I think I even threw up, and I'm not sure about that. Then when I had the vaginal hysterectomy, I also was very ill after the anesthesia. And, oh yeah, when I had my wisdom teeth out, that anesthesia, I couldn't even eat ice cream the next day. I was sick for at least a day after that. But this propofol, whatever, how you say that, and the doctors and nurses, they were just wonderful people. And we talked before they put me under with the propofol to do the 2 scopes. We were talking about camping and college and our grandkids and our kids and where they're going to college and all kinds of stuff. It was not fun, but I mean, they made it so much easier than I thought it was going to be. No, it's not easy to go through that. It's sort of nerve-wracking, but they made it easy there at Gastrohealth in Birmingham, Alabama. They are professionals at that hospital. And the map here, we got a little lost at first. If you see the map, it shows where Gastrohealth is. And it actually goes down a hill, and then right to where the, let me look at it quick. Right where they cross the, like a bridge that goes across where the employees park in this big, like, building for parking, one of those above ground parkings, like a building. You go in a gated area, and it was going downhill, and we went way over here, but then we just turned around. We were plenty early. We were like 20 minutes before I had to be there for the prep and all. But they were wonderful. I really, really, really commend them for the job they did with that. And so when I came out, I didn't know how I got in the recovery room, which is probably just right down the way. There was a nurse there, and I didn't get her name. I think she told me her name, but I was still a little groggy. And because I do have a vertigo, BPPV, which is benign paroxysmal positional vertigo. They knew about it, and they said as soon as, because they have to lay you on your left side, and mine's my left ear where the crystal comes out. If you know about vertigo at all, then I have to do the Epley maneuver. But I don't know how they positioned me to the right then. I didn't have any dizziness at all when I came to, not even. And I haven't done the Epley, so whatever he did, the guy that I told that I had vertigo, it saved me from being dizzy too. And the nurse in the recovery room said, you could go right ahead and pass gas because you got to. So I did that, and she said, wonderful. I didn't have any trouble doing that. And she offered me a soda. She said, do you want Sprite, Coke, and a couple other sodas she mentioned, and water. You can even have water. And I said, I'll have a Sprite, because I hadn't eaten the day before other than you were allowed like a broth or Jello or ginger ale. So yeah, that's what I had the day before. So I said, I'll have a Sprite. And the Sprite tasted so good. It was the best Sprite I ever had. And she was so nice, and she explained to my husband when she took me out to the car on the wheelchair. I had to pee real bad, so she let me use the bathroom in the recovery room there. It was really nice. There was all of us in there. There was like maybe 4 of us in there already from the first procedures of the day, and they had a big curtain around us. So she let me get dressed. She helped me because I was a little bit, at my age, a little, dancing. I was moving around a little bit. And she helped me a little to put my slacks on, and then let me use the bathroom. And then when she wheeled me out, explained how to take the omeprazole. Okay, the results of it was they still have some of the stomach lining that they scraped in biopsy to have it sent to the lab to see if I have H. pylori again, Helicobacter pylori, which is a bacteria in your stomach. And if you get that, because I had it once about 2 years ago, and they tested, and I had to take double antibiotics for 10 days. That means 2 different kinds of antibiotics for 10 days. And I had hives. I get hives from antibiotics and penicillin like on the 8th or 9th day. So by the 8th day, I had hives all over me. But they sent those off, and I don't have the results of that. But the results of the stomach scope, the esophagus and stomach, was I do have inflammation. It is mild, but I've been eating right. And there's nothing like Barrett's esophagus or anything, hiatal hernia or nothing like that. And then my colonoscopy was fine. I had no polyps, and I have very mild diverticula, those little like grooves, which, at my age is pretty common because I'm 66. So, I won't know about the biopsy from the stomach until about, 5-6 more days. And they were so professional. and kind. And the nurse, like I was starting to say, explained to my husband that when you take 40 milligrams of this omeprazole pill that I got, and it's a prescription, and I had 30 days worth, and they want me to take it for 8 weeks, and then a follow-up back there in Birmingham, Alabama, and no one ever said before that you shouldn't take it with water. You should take it 1 hour before you eat or drink anything. And if you can take it without water, that's good. Or very minimal, any water or any drink that you would have before you eat. You should take it 1 hour before you eat, the omeprazole 40 milligrams, with no food and very little water for 1 hour. So take it, and you can't eat or drink till 1 hour after. And I actually took it this morning at my time, 1 hour before I'm going to eat today, without water. So that's the best for it to heal your stomach that has acid, too much acid, or acid buildup. I've heard many things about that with your stomach, that maybe you don't have enough acid, and then that causes the pain too. I don't know the answer to that, but the professional said I need to take omeprazole 40 milligrams 1 hour before meal, the first meal of the day, every day, 1 tab, 40 milligram omeprazole, and don't eat or drink anything until 1 hour after you take it. So I'm trying to do that. And like I said, the Gastrohealth at Birmingham, Alabama, they were wonderful. Now, I don't know, they're going to call me today to check up on me. It's been 1 day, so we'll see how that is, what they say about when my appointment is, if I have to drive to Birmingham again, which was 1 hour and 10 minutes away. Or if, oh yeah, and I made it that hour and 10 minutes, so without having to stop at a rest stop. And but I was running into the bathroom once I got there. But anyway, too much information, right? I don't know if I'll follow up in Prattville, Alabama's clinic, because they only come in 1 day a week. My husband needs his next colonoscopy within the next year or two, because it's been a while, because he has a history of it in his family, colon cancer. So hopefully he can do it at the Prattville Hospital when Birmingham comes down to the Prattville clinic, which I didn't even know that's how it worked. But I found that out the day I went in, and there was like 10 people in a room for 6 crammed in that waiting room. So I didn't like that part of it. But Birmingham, their Gastrohealth is very highly recommended. I give them an A+. It was a great experience. It wasn't, like going to a fun park or anything, but they made it happen, and happen fast, and were so kind and nice and explained things so well, and just were so concerned about each person going in there. And actually in the, like I said, recovery room, there was like 4 of us back, and I heard the one guy say he didn't want anything to drink, and I thought, well, he must have just had only a colonoscopy and not the stomach where your throat feels dry. Yeah, my throat felt a little dry and sore, but it wasn't terrible. So I recommend that if you're going to Birmingham Gastrohealth in Alabama, that you don't get upset or worried, because they take really good care of you. And I recommend them highly. And I want to thank you for watching my video, and those who subscribed and like my videos. I've gotten so many subscribers. I am just thrilled about that. Thank you for watching, and I hope you're having a wonderful day, and that in life, whatever comes your way, good, bad, or every day, take it 1 day at a time and try to enjoy every second of your life. And I just hope you keep dancing and singing, especially dancing. I love it.